Well, hey folks, pt.6 here, and welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for stopping by today. We are here on the Minibrunn map for Farm Sim 19. And, yeah, just doing something weird, because, you know, I do things like that. And, yeah, I don't know why the name of this map is so familiar. I think it might be the same name as my coffee maker. But having fun with it so far. And yeah, like I say, just doing a bit of weird stuff. I'm plowing a little tiny field. More or less. If I can get turned around in here. There we go, look at that. Saucy. Do I want to go one more? No, I think we're just going to drop it right over here. No, I've actually decided I'm going to put a couple of rows of poplars in, because I have yet to try out that new bio baler dealie. So yeah, I thought this would be a nice little farm to give that a go. I hope there's a place to sell wood chips. If not, well, we'll figure it out. And yeah, you can see I've got the infamous tree planter. As far as I know, the only one that's ever been offered in Farm Sim. Seriously, of all the things you see, you know, there's 100 of everything. And whether they do the same job or not is moot. However, tree planters, nope. It's that guy or no guy. Alrighty. Yeah. You can see I put a little strip down there. Now I'm just taking this plow for a test drive as far as the company is concerned. See, I told him I'd just plow a few rows, see if it was the one I wanted. And then if it was, I'd buy it. If not, I'd give it back and have a little think. Wink, wink. So, yeah. Because they got that, whatever it is, 24-hour return policy, or, you know, low kilometers, whatever it is. There's some sort of a thing where you can pretty much get every dime back and still use the heck out of it. They don't even care if you don't wash it. So, yeah, we're not going to wash it. Alright. That looks pretty good. I think all I really want to do here is big complicated turn. There we go. Yay. Let's actually do one strip inside, just to try to level this off. Beautiful. Okay. Because we can go pretty close to the edge of the field. It's not going to make even the slightest difference. Not even the slightest. So, try and keep our tire in the groove all the way to the bottom, and we should have a reasonably decent little cut of land. So I think I paid 12 grand or something for this plow. So hopefully we'll get, like I say, a nice bit of money back. Because we do have the subsoiler. Problem with it is the game recognizes a cultivator and won't allow it to create fields. Speaking of creating fields, we're done. Excellent. So, let's see what kind of a... Ooh, look at my tractor is filthy. Absolutely filthy. Yeah. Age 0 days, condition darn near perfect. Operating hours 1/10. Yep, we get every dime back. Beautiful. Oh, come on, baby. There we go. Woo. freak me out. Alright, now I don't think I want to stick it directly in the plowed dirt. That looks kind of hanky. So let's go grab our infamous subsoiler and drag it up and down a couple times. See what we get. Still not warm enough to plant the rest of my crops, so we've got the oat field here. And we have, of course, a field of grass growing out by Sheeptown. And that's her for the moment, I'm afraid. Yes, indeedy. Oh, muddy little footprints. Kitty must have been in here. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, see, there's a paw print right by the door. Little bugger. Dexter. Okay. So after owning kitties for, well, can't really remember not having one, but I'll say at least 50 years. I have managed to get my kitties. How far back is this going to go? That should do it. Off of cat litter. Well, at least clay-based. I'm now using the wood pellets that you use for stoves. It's incredibly inexpensive. There's nothing to track around the house. There's no dust. And every time they use it, you get this nice smell of hardwood released through the house, as opposed to, cat pee. So, yeah. And all you throw away is sawdust and poop. So, well, no more 20 pounds a week of used cat litter going into the landfill. And of course it is a non-renewable resource. It's made out of clay, and only a certain type at that. So, yeah. It's like a lot of that stuff. They strip mine it. The problem is, when they get to the edges of where it is, then they just leave the big hole and go home. And that's exactly how they get cat litter. But yeah, it didn't take long at all, and my wonderful cats adapted to it. Now, cats hate change. They absolutely hate change. I mean, you know that. All you have to do is set something down in a room that wasn't there, before, and almost instantly your cats will appear out of nowhere and check it out. It's because they hate change. And yet, at the same time, they are extremely adaptable. So yeah, I left both boxes in the room for a couple of days, sprinkled a little bit of normal litter on top of the wood pellets to get them started. And by a little, I mean like, a cup over the entire surface of it. And, yeah. Yesterday I took the other box away completely, and away they went. They're happily using wood pellets. And for $6, for like a 60-pound bag, of which you use like 2 cups and that lasts a week. Yeah, the stuff is insanely cheap. Because, I mean, it's $25 a month, and you're throwing it in the garbage for litter. So, yeah. Those of you that don't give a damn about cats, I just wasted, 3-4 minutes of your time. I do apologize, but hey, I got some work done. Oh, I'm not ready to hook that. Yes, think, boy. Too much yapping, not enough thinking. There we go. Yes. Whew. Drag the plow a lot easier than to drag this, I'll tell you. But like I say, I don't think this, I don't think it's supposed to be that far in. I think the undercarriage is a little low on these things. And I haven't been able to figure out any way to get it to go up and or down, so there is no mouse movement, no anything that'll raise or lower that rear gear. I know it's supposed to. In fact, I think there's a keybind that will lower and raise all your gear, but it doesn't actually raise the, you know what I mean? It just does the same thing as hitting V. It raises the implement. It doesn't actually change the level of any of your back working gear. Although I know some of them with the left mouse button you can wiggle them up and down. This unfortunately doesn't seem to be one. It's too bad because, yeah, that should be, I think. I'm pretty sure when I put it on the Mercedes there that it sits a hink higher than that. So. Yeah, it's not quite wide enough. Oh well. That's alright. It's just going to be a bit at the top by the look of it. I just want to get a few poplars down. Just to give us something else in the ground. Oh, and thanks to good buddy Sooty there for explaining that he went through the same thing with the pumps. And yeah, it near as he can tell, it takes them 2 8-hour days to complete it. So hopefully by the time we get up tomorrow, in-game of course, that should be ready. Alright. Now, I don't think I left too much at the top, but I'm going to go have a little peek. Just, you know, for the sake of being done. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Pretty good. See, it even ends up cutting into the ground at times. Alright, let's drag this last bit out. Just 'cause. Alright. I don't really want to leave my gears scattered all over the farm. So we'll run this back. We burned through a quarter tank of fuel already. Yeehaw. Moo 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 moo. You always get an answer. Sometimes it just takes a while. Even as a kid, when we go off to the cottage, we used to go through farm country in Ontario there, South Ontario, and then Northern Ontario as we got closer and closer to the cottage country. And, yeah, we used to always moo at all the cows. Quickly whip the window down, stick your head out, moo as you went by the cows, just to see how many of them would lift their heads and moo back at you. I used to drive our parents nuts because they used to scream at us. Roll your damn window up, leave those poor cows alone. I'm thinking, I don't know that it was exactly traumatic for them. You know, it's probably more traumatic for parents having the kids hanging out the windows, because of course back then nobody used seatbelts. Odds are your car didn't even come with seatbelts. You know. So, yeah, when the kids hung out the window, they could hang out the window as far as they wanted. Child-proof locks, no such thing. Yeah, you look at the way things are today, makes you wonder how we freaking survived it all, man. Alright, now, I'm not sure where this guy is actually going to start planting, so let's just drop him in there. I don't think we need to actually, oh, we do need to turn it on. Apparently it's powered. Okay. Alright. We're planting poplars. That's it. I don't imagine we're going to get a whole bunch of them, but we'll drop a box or two of them in the ground and see what it produces at the other end. Now I suppose if I do this right, Ricky Ticky, I could probably return the planter too, eh? Yes. Okay. That's about right. Yoink. There we go. Na 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 na. Nice. Huh. It's darn near 90 degrees, which means it's pretty much parallel to the field. Now I have no idea where the next row goes, so I'm going to quickly hire a worker just to see if he knows. I'm thinking he's lost. Oh, nope, nope. He's going, alright, I don't see any more field that way. Here we go. Blocked by an object. Really? What's up, man? What do you see that I don't see there? Huh? What are you looking at? Blocked by an object. What, this? There's no way you need to go that far. Look. I'm sorry. Go home. Yes. Alright, well, I don't care. I'm just going to put one up the middle and call it good. Because apparently, the hired worker doesn't see as well as they used to, or something. Whoops. There's 2 stages to this. The other one is actually turning the machine on. There we go. Thought we were going a little quickety-tick there. Alright, we'll run a third one here. I wonder what the heck they saw. That's really freaky, man. Blocked by an object. Absolutely nothing there all the way up the hill. Swear. You know? Oh well. So I know what some of you are thinking. Their species, the guy that won't play British maps because he can't stand to have hedgerows all the way around his fields. And look what the dippy's doing. What a wanker. I know some of you are thinking that. Well, at least the last part. Of course, some of you are probably thinking that every time I put a video up. Alright, oh man, pick a direction. There you go. Good stuff. Okay. How'd we make out? No, that's not bad. We still got a whole bunch left. Alrighty, well. That'll get us some. And hopefully continuing that up that other bit will get us some more. Yes. Okay. see how we do. Certainly get more than 3 rows on this one. And it should cut down our soil erosion pretty nicely too. At least as far as winds coming from either the west or the east goes. Alright, this looks like it's going swimmingly. Swimmingly indeed. Alright, let's see what happens if we... Oh. What'd you do, man? They're done. Oh, I see. Okie dokie. I mean, you're not, but, you know. Far be it from me to tell you how to do your job. Idiot. Alright, let's go. See if they can figure it out. Look at that. Huh. I have no faith at all that when they get to the bottom they'll turn around and come back. In all honesty, I don't really have a lot of faith they'll get to the bottom. But there you go. We have hired workers planting trees. Indeed. Wow. I never noticed the, interesting, eh? Be surrounded by that kind of rock formation. And, absolutely surrounded, too. Wow. I never noticed that before. What a claustrophobic kind of town these folks live in. I mean, we should talk, but at least we've got oceans on 2 sides. They're as impassable as any of those mountains, but... they make it look like everything's good, you know? Alright, which way are you going to turn? I have my finger firmly planted on the fire you button. Alright, that part's good. That part's good. Okay. And... blocked by an object. Just wonderful. At least I can get them to do the nice straight rows for me, eh? That might be a bit too close. Okay, that looks pretty good. And the object has magically disappeared. Beautiful. So let's see how. Alright, the wee Yorkies are doing good. Doing good indeed. Let's get through all of them. Spotteds, the sheep. Perfection, hey? Alrighty. And lastly, the cows. And they're doing alright too. Lots of food anyway. They're good on water because I just gave them an entire tank. But look at that, 12% health. Do they need more straw? Do they not feel comfortable with their pooping situation or something? Alright, let's see what they do up here. This is the chance to redeem yourself. Alright, they don't think their job's done. They do think they need to drive backwards and be weird. Uh-oh. Alright, you're done. You're just done. You didn't even take that road to the end. Look at that. Really? You're an absolute dingling. Yeah, it would appear that all that you can actually use them for is running the straight lines up and down. And they're pretty darn good at that. There we go. Pretty darn good indeed. You just gotta line them up and point them and away they go. It's kind of like having a steering lock that eats lunch. Alright. And we still got a fair bit of the old poplars left. Excellent. Well, guys, you're probably completely... we missed a bunch right in the middle, too. Did you see that? Huh. Completely mesmerized by this entire process, but I think I'm going to call the episode there. You can see what I'm up to. Just getting a little bit of added value out of our land space here. Now that we have a grass field. It didn't get us much grass, and it's not going to do it again, so we will rely on the meadow that we made last episode for this. So, do hope everybody enjoyed. If they did, well, you know what to do. Please hit that like button. Till next time, though, this has been Species 7. Oh, by the way, just so you guys know, I am slowly rebuilding Reachybell. Very slowly. So, it's coming. Till next time, take care of each other, hit that like button, and ciao. For now. What are you going to do this time? Just quit, right? You're going to turn around, you're going to see that bush, and you're going to go, oh my god, it's a bush. Come on. Yep. Ay, ay, ay. Ciao.